Hey guys, lesson 13, we're going to start talking about inequalities, which are similar to equations, but still different enough that we're doing our own thing with inequalities. So we're going to be on page 93 in our book. Okay, lesson 13, Reintroducing Inequalities. Let's work with inequalities. So the I can statements are, I can explain what the symbol less than or equal to or greater than or equal to means. I can represent an inequality on a number line. I can understand what it means for a number to make an inequality true. So, review of the symbols. This right here is greater than. This right here is less than. Okay, a lot of people think the L sort of looks like the less than sign. Okay, and then we can put an equal sign underneath it. So greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So yeah, we'll talk about that more later. So 13.1, greater than 1. The number line shows all the values of x that makes the inequality x is greater than true. Select all the values of x from us. Select all the values of x that make the inequality x is greater than 1 true. So is 3 greater than 1? Yes, 3 is greater than 1. Is negative 3 greater than 1? No, negative 3 is not greater than 1. Is 1 greater than 1? Well, 1 is equal to 1, but it is not greater than, so it's not going to work here. Is 700 greater than 1? Yep. Is 1.05 greater than 1? Yes. Okay. Name 2 more values of x that are solutions to the inequality. In other words, name 2 more values of x that are greater than 1. So go ahead and hit pause, write 2 numbers that are greater than 1, and then we'll keep going. All right, hopefully you came up with 2 more values. They can be pretty much anything. 7, 200, 5,362, pi, 1.00001. Okay, any number bigger than 1 would work. All right, page 94, 13.2, the roller coaster. A sign next to the roller coaster at amusement park says you must be at least 60 inches tall to ride. Noah is happy to know that he is tall enough to ride. Number 1, Noah is X inches tall. Which of the following is true? X is greater than 60, X is equal to 60, or X is less than 60. Explain how you know. So if we look back at the problem, at least 60. So does that mean he can be exactly 60 inches tall? Yes, exactly 60 inches. So he can be 60 inches, or he can be taller than 60 inches, so greater than or equal to 60 inches. Number 2, Noah's friend is 2 inches shorter than Noah. Can you tell if Noah's friend is tall enough to go on the ride? Well, we know that Noah is tall enough to go on the ride. Okay, so we know that he is at least 60 inches tall. So he could be 60 inches tall, but he could be bigger than 60 inches tall. So we don't have enough information, because if Noah is exactly 60 inches, if we take away 2 inches for his friend, that'll make his friend 58 inches, and his friend won't be tall enough, okay? But if Noah is 65 inches, 65 minus 3 is 65 minus 2 is 63 inches, and then he'd be big enough. So we don't know enough information. Number 3, list one possible height for Noah that means his friend is tall enough to go on the ride, and another that means his friend is too short to go on the ride. Okay, well, if his friend is tall enough to go on the ride, Noah, any number that is 62 or bigger will work. So 62, 63, 84, 85, whatever. Okay, and then another that his friend is too short. So the 2 that would work for his friend being too short would be 61. That would put his friend at 59, or 60. Okay, we know we're not going to go under 60 because we know Noah is at least 60, so he's equal to 60. So any number bigger, 62 or bigger, would work for his friend being able to go on the ride. And any number, and 61 and 60 would mean his friend wouldn't be able to go on the ride. On the number line, show all the possible heights that Noah's friend could be. Okay? Well, if Noah is 60, that means his friend is 58. Okay? If Noah is 61, that means his friend is 59. So we're going this way. Noah's friend could be 58 inches or any of these to the right. All right. Noah's friend is y inches tall. He used y and any other symbols to express his height. So y is equal to 58, or y is, nope, just kidding. Y is greater than 58. Okay? Okay? Instead of writing two of these, we can put these together. We could say y is greater than or equal to 58. So this symbol right here, greater than or equal to, combines these two right here. So instead of writing two different things, you just can write one. That means it's either or. He's either greater than 58 or he's equal, but both of them will work. Okay? All right, now 13.3. Is this inequality true or false? The table shows 4 inequalities and 4 possible values for x. Decide whether each value makes each inequality true and complete the table. True or false? So all these numbers are x. So we have 0, 100, negative 125. So is 0 less than or equal to 25? Yes, 0 is less than 25, so that makes it true. Is 100 less than or equal to 25? No, that's false. Is negative 100 less than or equal to 25? Yep, it's less than, so that's true. Is 25 less than or equal to 25? Yes, it's equal to, so that one is true too. Okay, now 4x means 4 times x. So 4 times 0 is 100, or 4 times 0 is 0. So is 100 less than 0? Nope, it's bigger than. 4 times 100 is 400, so is 100 less than 400? Yep. 4 times negative 100 is negative 400, so is 100 less than negative 400? Nope. And then 25. 4 times 25 is exactly 100, so is 100 less than 100? No, it's equal to. So this one's false as well. So far we have true, false, true, true, false, true, false, false. Next one, negative 3 times x. So negative 3 times 0 is 0. So is 0 greater than negative 75? Yes, it is. Negative 3 times 100 is negative 300. So is negative 300 less than, or sorry, is negative 300 greater than negative 75? No, negative 300 is less than. So this is false. Negative 3 times negative 100 is negative, or positive 300. Is positive 300 greater than negative 75? Yep. Any positive number is always bigger than a negative number. And then negative 25, or negative 3 times 25 is negative 75. Is negative 75 greater than negative 75? No, it's equal. So true, false, true, false. And then the last one, 35 minus 0 is 35. Is 10 greater than or equal to 35? Nope. 35 minus 100 is negative 65. Is 100, or is 10 greater than or equal to negative 65? Yeah, it's greater than. 35 minus negative 100 is positive 135. If we use our calculator, is 10 greater than or equal to positive 135? Nope. And 35 minus 25 is 10. Is 10 greater than or equal to 10? Yes, it's equal to. So true, false, true, false, true. All right, and that's the lesson. So looking at the summary, we use inequalities to describe a range of numbers. In many places, you are allowed to get a driver's license when you are at least 16 years old. When in checking someone is old enough to get a license, we want to know if their age is at least 16. If age is the age of a person, we can check if they are allowed to get a driver's license by checking their age. Makes the inequality h is greater than 16. They are older than 16, or the equation h equals 16. They are 16 true. So instead of writing both of them, like I said, we can write the symbol greater than or equal to. This symbol combines these two cases, and we can just check to see if h is greater than or equal to. So the main thing here is or. So you can't be both greater than equal to at the same time. So it's either or. So they're either greater than or they're equal to. If one of those two cases works, then it's true. So the inequality h is greater than or equal to 16 can be represented on a number line with a circle at 16 going to the right. Okay? Remember, you can always ask questions if you need.